Hi, Mark Anthony here to teach you the concepts about making stuffed peppers. And one thing I really love to do is actually teach you the concepts on how to do things. That way you really know how to do things in a simpler way without all these recipes and everything. In fact, what we're doing today is without any recipes at all. And it's so simple to do. And let me get some this vegan butter going here. And I'm gonna actually show you just the simple concepts when it comes to stuffed bell peppers. And we've got some melted vegan margarine here. I'm gonna add some celery, some carrots, and I'm even gonna put a few green onions in there right now. I'm gonna save some for later, but we're gonna get that sauteed up. Another thing I can work with right here, some garlic. And of course I like doing things the old-fashioned way where you just give it a smack like that and get these peels off of here. There are some different ways that you can peel garlic, but I don't know why. For some reason us old-time chefs just seem to do things the old-fashioned way, and probably because it works. And so we'll get this out of the way here. And let me tell you, you're gonna love this. And give this a little chop real quick. I'm gonna wait just a minute before I put this garlic in there because I don't want it burning. So, but I am using fresh garlic on this one, just so you can really get the flavor from this. Let me tell you, there are so many things you can do when it comes to stuffed peppers. In fact, let me start cutting these up real quick while I got a minute. These are going to start really firing up here. And here's the trick, okay? Get peppers that are actually going to stand up and not be tipping over on you. You want to get peppers that are going to stand up. Now, if they don't stand up, you can take a little slice out of them, but I kind of like to keep the bottom whole if I can. Now, the trick is to get a slice here that gets on the inside of that stem, that core. And there we go, just like that, because I'm going to save these, and we're going to actually put those in the oven as well. Whoop, see, now that one got a little too far out of hand and took the stem off. So, good lesson in teaching you what not to do. Okay, just like that, and I'll do this one too. Don't know if I'm going to use all four of these, but, and then we're going to start getting these seeds out of here. And all we're doing is just getting in there and getting all the inner seeds. And I pull the, oh, that's smelling good so far. 3, and we got one more right here. So, just like that. And you can use different colored peppers. I really do prefer the red ones and the orange ones. In yellow, not the green ones. Okay, so we're going to set these aside, and these are going to be ready to fill. Now, we do want to add some flavor to this. There's a lot of different things you can do for flavor. You can go savory right now. You could add sage. In fact, I'll do that right now because I'm going to have this as a little savory. So you can definitely hit it with some sage. Of course, salt and pepper, we'll hit it with some salt and pepper, and doesn't take a lot because there's going to be some other seasonings in there. You can do taco if you want to do taco seasoning. You could do spicy if you want to do some pepper. This right here is the Better Than Bouillon chicken style seasoning. So you can put a little bit of that in there, which is also going to flavor it up a little bit. And I think I'll get my garlic in there right now as well. So just like that. Yes, I do love to teach you concepts. Once you learn concepts, man, you are good to run with it in so many different ways. Now, the reason why I'm sauteing up these peppers and onions ahead of time like this is because I already have my rice cooked. Now, if you've looked at some of my other segments, I teach you how to do bags like this with rice. And this one's a brown rice, this one's a parboiled rice. And then you put them in the freezer, stack them up just like this. And they're so fast and easy because you can just pull one out anytime you want to do a little bit of a fast, microwave. You can refrigerate them, whatever you want to do with them. And then we are going to open these up, and boom, just like that, we've got our rice incorporated into here as well. And so that's a brown rice right there. And this one's a parboiled rice. And you'll see some moisture here. You're going to see some moisture on this parboiled one. Just see how wet it is on the bottom. So you can use different types of rice. And now we're just going to mix all those flavors up like this. So it's not really wet, but it's definitely not dry. It's definitely got some good moisture content. This is where you want to look at it and kind of say to yourself, well, do I need to add a little more moisture to it, or is it right just the way it is? And sometimes you might want to add a little bit of water to it just to help it come back to life. Now, here. Secret ingredient today is to add a little bit of this dill to it. This is going to throw people off. They're going to say, what is that delightful flavor? I just can't tell what it is. And that one will surprise them. So really right now, as you can see, we've got cooked vegetables, we've got cooked rice, we've got everything cooked right here. In a matter of a couple minutes, really, it did not take that much time to put this baby together, especially for stuffed peppers, which most people think, oh, it just takes so much time, it's so tough to do. And so we're just going to pack this in here as much as we can. We're just packing this. You don't want a loose fit. We're just going to pack it. And just like that. And I've got a pan over here that actually has, let me share this with you real quick. You can put it on a regular pan, but sometimes if you can find a little one like this, it'll hold the peppers nice for you. So that's always a good thing to do. And we're just going to pack these babies. Pack it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to do. And most people don't do their peppers this way. They really don't. So this is something new for you. I'm going to shut this off because it's good to go. All right. Yeah, like I said, different flavors. You can do different types of rice. There's just so many different avenues you can run with on this one. And one more. And then we're going to do this last one right here. And this last little bit that's left over, I can always use that for a little snack. Just because sometimes the chef wants to sample the food and see where it's at and see if they need to do any other adjustments. But okay, we're just going to pack these babies in here. And hopefully I can just add a little more to the top here. If I can, that'd be great. Because I love to have these things popping up. They will swell a little bit too though, so sometimes they do swell. So okay, just like that. These are going to go in the oven for about a half hour. I'm actually going to pull these out a little bit quicker in case they're already done. But that easy, we're going to get these in the oven and then we'll come back and show you the finished product. All right, we're back. So let's take a look at what these peppers are doing in this oven here. And ooh boy, let me tell you, these babies are sizzling hot here. And just like that, let me tell you, this is one beautiful, beautiful product. So I did have it in there for about 35, 40 minutes at 350, so it did take a little while. I'm going to grab some gloves here just because it just gives me a little barrier where I can handle things hot, and works really good. So yeah, I like to have my gloves. So yeah. Okay, here we go. You can see how they're kind of browned They're just a little bit toasted on the top. And so we're just gonna plate this baby up and see how we want to present it here. And of course we're gonna go back and forth on this one for sure. And yeah, a little toasted on the top, that's what you're looking for. And you'll see that these tops here, look how they're really falling apart. They're not really falling apart. I did not pull these out, I just left them in there the whole time. But it might be a little bit overcooked, but I think you'll get the concept here. You can actually place those on there. Actually, what I like to do too is just sprinkle it with some green onions right on the top like this as well, and gives it a nice presentation. Just like that. Yeah, make it look pretty there. And there we go. Ooh, that's hot. And of course, you don't have to have these tops on there. You can leave them off if you want. But sometimes that just gives it a nice, fresh look. Yeah, you can see how soft it is, but it's still holding together. And yeah, it's gonna wrinkle up a little bit, but that's what you're looking for. You don't want it falling apart, but yet you don't want it firm where it's crunchy either. And so we're gonna put that baby together, and I can even put the little stem right there. So, whoo, there we go. Okay, can't touch that yet. So that easy. Now a little recap here. Take your saute pan, saute up your vegetables, then put in your cooked rice. You can add your flavorings, whether it's gonna be savory or spicy or tomato too. We didn't even talk about tomato, but then you can hit your tomatoes in there too, or your tomato sauces, things like that as well. There's so many different ways that you can do these stuffed peppers, and let me tell you, it was really fast for the most part. The prep time is just boom, boom, boom in the oven, and people are gonna look at this and say, wow, you really went to some effort, when it was really that simple. So anyway, this is Mark Anthony sharing with you one of those really amazing type of great presentation things that is so easy you didn't even need a recipe. And that's what I like to do, is teach those concepts. So enjoy this one, share it with your friends, and we'll see you next time in the kitchen.